Hello and welcome to another episode of Train Sim World 2, where I'm doing my best to drive virtual locomotives without causing major disaster. Or do I? Anyway, before I begin, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and follow up with bell button to turn on the notifications and stay up to date with my latest content. I would also like to encourage you to join my Discord server, where you can interact with me and other Train Sim World fans, talk about the game in general, share some cool mods, or just chill. You can find link in description down below this video. Right, so here we are in another episode, in another part of our glorious journey along Sandpatch Grade, a route that is featured in Train Sim World 2 base game. I think it was a remade route from one of the previous Train Sim games. I'm not sure which one. I don't remember playing it before, but I wasn't playing all of the routes that were ever released. Those games tend to be quite expensive if you want to buy everything. Obviously, each addition to the game, each locomotive has its costs attached to it, and those are not cheap. So eventually, if you would like to have full train sim experience or train simulator experience, you would have to leave quite a lot of money on that game. Anyway, now we got Sandpatch Grade. We are on episode, I can't remember which episode we are now shooting, because I'm not exactly following the numeration of the journey, missions. I'm on mission right now, or I actually completed 9 of the missions. Oops, I misclicked something. Oh dear, yeah. I need to go back to main menu. My apologies, you will probably hear me clicking something in the game, but I'm not yet switched to the game window. Oh yes, there we are. Right, so let's switch to the game window. I'm back. Small failure on my part. So as you can see, Sandpatch Grade Journey is actually divided between 3 chapters. So I completed 9 of the missions of chapter 1. And there is one last mission that we need to complete in order to jump into chapter 2, where we will become a freight engineer. And then we can jump into chapter 3 when we complete chapter 2. Which is called Big Power, and I expect some long routes, heavy hauls, something like that. Right, so let's, without further ado, let's jump into pickup and set out mission, which is last mission that we need to complete in chapter 1. So, I-368 has set out cars, pick them up and set them out in the bowl so we can sort them later. Then get their shipment pushed over to them. Let's get them back on the road. 40 minutes scenario. We are again using GP38-2 YN3B. 232.1 tons, consist of 2 locomotives and grand total length of 38.3 yards. We are going to remain on Cumberland Yard West, and that's where we will be doing all our operations. So let's begin. Let's see what we got on the table. It's raining again. Right, so I'm gonna need generator field, that's for sure. MU valve needs to be set to lead or dead, as always. Can we find some sort of light? Definitely, we need front headlight to bright, because it's pretty dark outside already. I think there is ditch lights, gorgeous lights. Oh, there we go. They look really awful, I'm not gonna lie. Someone told me in the comments, I think it was Paul, that they look fantastic. No, they don't. They are absolutely awful. Definitely way too bright compared to what I would expect them to be. Basically, you would expect some cheap light bulbs to be inside to just give you a light outline, but this looks like a halogen light shining in your face. Right, anyway, we will have to live with that. Let's turn them on, and eventually they still look better than without them. Right, we need to couple to formation of 12 vehicles, which is somewhere in front of us. Let's put the reverser. Okay. Let's set it to forward. Let's bail off independent brake. Let's leave automatic brake on for now. And let's check them up. Right. So where is our consist? Our consist is located here. And we obviously need to set our route because it's not preset for us. That's the type of scenarios, or that's the type of journey where you have to operate your own junctions on your own. So if you will fail on that, then obviously you might end up running into some problems. Right, so the junctions are set. I can now release the brakes. And the locomotive is automatically rolling on because we released all of those brakes. So let's set throttle 2. We don't want to go too fast because it's raining, so obviously it will be a little bit difficult. Let me open the valve at 53%. I might want to slow down because all those valves need opening. We need to have pretty good view. Right. I should have sorted out valves before. Okay. Right, we got very limited vision. I need to find the valve for those wipers. I think it's located on the other side of locomotive, which is something that I forgot about. But I'm not sure. Okay, I can get up and get it sorted now. Right, where is the valve for these two bad boys? I know there is a valve here for that one. Where was the valve for those ones? Oh, there it is. Right, so now I can sit down and the wipers are working. Fantastic. So I can now set the throttle to 2 notches. It slowed us down a little bit, but we should be alright. Right. Oh, I forgot about the horn. My bad. My bad. Okay, so now all we have to do is wait. We can eventually change the camera. Let's have a look at our beautiful locomotive. Oh my goodness me. We got lights that are flicking. We got flicking light, boy. I'm not fan of those. Obviously those are like some sort of maneuver light. So they will eventually be flicking for a while. Oh yeah, I think they were connected to the bell, and obviously since we turned off the bell, the lights stopped flickering at some point. I think it might be wise to jump into second cabin and turn on the lights, because yeah, there are none. Unfortunately, I can't operate them from the first cabin, so I will have to get my floor wet in order to operate that. Right, let's jump back into the cabin. We are slowly approaching the other consist. We are in fact approaching it a little bit too fast. Okay, let's slow down to 5 miles per hour, which is appropriate speed. We should be able to connect to this consist without derailing. Ooh. Okay, here we are. I can now apply independent brake and time to get my fur wet. Oh, it's raining. Ouch, 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 ouch. Come on. Right, the doors are on this side. Right, let's climb up into this cabin. Let's open the door. Oh. Okay, that's much better. Right, we don't need wipers. But I need front headlights. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about... Yeah, single units. I wonder if I will set this up and turn on the headlights, if that would eventually work. Right, let's close the door. Let's get back to the cabin. Oh, and the headlights doesn't work at all. See, that's the problem with that game. It's like, yeah, fine. It's not working at all. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Wait, if I will turn on the door, if I will set this to single unit or intermediate unit. Oh, okay. I can turn them on permanently, at least. Well, I guess... Oh, I forgot to close the door. Oh my goodness me. Right. You shut... Oh dear, my fur is wet. My fur is already wet. No. Right, let's get back to the cabin. Now at least we have some lights. We will have lights on both sides, but I guess that's safer than it used to be. Right, let's set reverser to reverse, because we need to go back. Let's leave the brakes on and let's check our junctions. Right, so now we need to go on this track. Then we need to head on this track. On this track. On this track. Yes, that's set. Okay, that is properly set. Now we need to set this one and stop here. I'm not sure where exactly we need to stop later on. Right, so that is set. We can bail off the brakes. Apply 2 notches of throttle. Sound the horn. And the train is not moving. Oh, okay. If we set it to freight, that would probably help, because then the brakes would release on our wagons. Oh my goodness me. Right, let's try that again. Oh, come on. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Something doesn't work. There we go, the brakes are finally released. My bad, as always. I failed to properly set the brake valve, which is something that I always keep forgetting about. And because of that, my train was unable to move, because obviously we weren't actually controlling the brakes on the wagons. Right now it's set, and we should be good to go. Right, just look at this. Okay, both locomotives seems to be working perfectly fine. We got some lights in front of us. We got some lights on the back of the locomotive, but that's fine. At least we are visible from far away. And as you can see, visibility today is really poor. There we go, not far away now. Let's let it coast. We should be perfectly fine now. Oh, we are in fact speeding up. Okay, let's use independent brake. Oh yeah, because we are rolling downhill. That's something I forgot about. Now we will be... Oh, no, we are staying uphill. That's very good. Yes, 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 yes. We are released. Okay, we need to go via that location. So I need to be prepared to eventually stop. Oh, okay, 0.5%. Let's use slight brakes to keep our speed in control. Right, go via location. I hope everything is set for us. Yeah, this one's set. This one wasn't set, but now it's properly set. Okay, okay. Oh, we are speeding up. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, that was dangerous. We nearly started to overspeed. Oh. Oh, 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 that wasn't good. Okay, okay, okay. Everything works, everything works. Small bumps on the road, but everything seems to be working. That's very good. Oh, I think we are now going uphill, so we can put a notch 2. There we go. There we go, and we are moving at stable speed. Okay, this is starting to look good. We need to go past this location, which means we need to stop in some other place, probably on different siding. Yeah, stop at location as indicated. Let's let it coast for now, and let's see what we need to set. Okay, those switches will automatically set for me, but I can preset them. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. So all we need to do is to get there. Let's put it back on notch 2, so we can build our speed up to 15 miles per hour. We still got 650 yards to go, so let's not delay too much. There we go. That is a fine and nice looking train. Very good, very good. Okay, 490 yards to go. Let's reduce the accelerator to notch 1. We should be able to hold our speed without losing it too much. Oh, we are still losing speed, in fact. That's not enough power. Well, it's not a problem anyway. We are just 300 yards away from our goal, and the train is moving at 13 miles per hour. It shouldn't take us long to get there. Okay, that's good. That is good. $160 yards. 130 yards. Okay, let's let it coast. Let's jump into the cabin. I will need my brakes. and I can never remember which ones are those. Right, I think if we apply independent brake right now, we should... Ooh, we've overshot. Yeah, we've overshot a bit. But it's not a big deal. Right, stop at location Cumberland, classification yard track 10. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Oh, there is a train passing by. Oh my goodness me, the game did that again. It asked me to go far, far away, while in fact I need to be on the same track, so I could stop at the parallel track to me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, let's set reverser to forward. Let's release independent brake. Let's set our throttle to notch 2, so we can start pushing this train. Let's use the horn. It was pretty silent and muffled. Probably it's because of the rain, but for some reason the rain sounds are much louder than the horn, which is probably not appropriate thing to do. Okay, so we are reversing. Unfortunately, our back locomotive is still having a bright light on it. There is not much I can do about it because the game doesn't allow me to control both of them from a single cabin. So I can't change the lights from bright to red, for example, and stuff. I'm not sure if American railroads actually use red lights on maneuvering tandem of locomotives. It's pretty weird, but well, it is what it is. Okay, we are reversing at stable speed, 14 miles per hour. We are in fact gaining some speed, which is good. So let me go down to notch. Well, basically let's let it coast. Oh, we are still gaining speed, which is not good. I need a little bit of a braking force. Okay, we are down to 14 miles per hour and we are still gaining speed. Yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, let's slow down a bit. I don't want to rush that much. Okay, at least we are on the right track, which is good. We should soon be able to stop. Yeah, the back of the train is closing in. I can in fact start slowing down. Okay. Yeah. I can pretty much stop right now. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And we are stationary. Okay. So we need to uncouple those vehicles. Let's jump out. Oh, I hate that weather. I really hate that weather. Right. So let's unlock this consist. Okay, so that is sorted. Okay. Stop at location as indicated. Let's double check where we need to stop. Probably it's the same place. Yeah, it's the same position, so we just have to reverse out of this place. Oh, it would be much easier to reverse if I wouldn't be using brakes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, my trains are reversing. That's really good. We got just 540 yards to go. Okay, let's let it coast. That should be good. Right, the weather is really bad. I'm not going to lie. Visibility is low. You can't see much on the yard. So maneuvering gets, well, I wouldn't say intense, but it feels like we are doing things faster, just because of lower visibility. I'm not sure if that's intended effect or not, but it definitely feels like we are moving much faster than we used to when we were doing previous missions, which took almost forever to complete. Obviously this mission is already taking like good 20 minutes, if no longer. I think it's at least 20 minutes. You easily keep losing track of time when you are playing a good game, and this is not a good game. Just kidding. It's not the best, not the worst. Right, did we stop at the right location? Obviously not. Because why would we? We always have to stop at the wrong location, do we? Oh yeah, wrong way. Oh, silly me, silly me. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, and that should be enough. Is it? There we go, fantastic. So now we need to couple to different formation. We need to take those cars, okay. It would be nice if the junctions would be set for us. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, it's all set. Let's change the reverser. Let's bail off the brakes. Notch 2. A little bit of a horn action. And there we go. We are moving. We'll now stay on this track. Just got 370 yards to go. So it's not far away. Our consist is pretty close. Seems to be pretty long as well. It has 13 vehicles. So I believe we need to connect them back to the consist that we just left. If I remember correctly. Right. 220 yards. We can already see the end of the consist that we want to connect to. Let's regulate our speed a little bit more. We don't want to bash into those wagons with too high speed. Let's reduce our speed to 5 miles per hour. And that should give us enough of a force to actually connect to this consist. 100 yards to go. We are almost there. Just a touch. 50 yards. Let's have a look at this. Oh yeah, this is a very long consist. Hopefully there will be no issues with this one. Last time, or in one of the previous missions, as you probably remember, there were some bugs that prevented me from actually, yeah. And that's exactly the same issue here. Right, let me jump off the cabin. Let's get this sorted. Right. So, for some reasons, couplers on those wagons are locked. And just because they are locked, I normally wouldn't be able to connect to them, even though I was running at pretty high speed. The couplers just keeps bouncing me off. So hopefully right now I just fixed them. The question is, am I going to build high enough speed? Yeah, I think I can. Okay. Now it's working. Let's apply some independent brake so we won't roll down. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So now we need to reverse and go back to this location. Everything should be set. Let's set our reverser. Turn the horn. The bell is not needed, definitely. And we are rolling. I said we are rolling. Yeah. Okay. It took a while before brakes were released from those wagons. That's why it stopped us. Well, I think I'm rushing things a little bit too much. Do I? Probably I do. Okay, okay. We are now rolling really nicely. So probably this consist needs to connect with the previous one, and we will have to build a massive long train. It would be interesting if the game would ask us in the next episode, for example, to actually take this consist out and move it to a different location. I hope that's how this scenario is being built. No, I doubt it is. Like, it's Dovetail. They leave bugs like that with locked couplers and stuff. So I doubt they actually made those scenarios like fully connected with each other. I think it's not that easy. Anyway, it was quite busy day on this yard. If you noticed how those scenarios were built, they were somehow connected with each other. Technically, we went from early morning up until something that looks like late evening already, and we are still moving cargo around the yard. So we did a couple of jobs today throughout past few episodes, and I think that's the good point to be promoted, isn't it? I look forward for this promotion and eventually be able to get out of this yard, because I really hate it already. It's like I spent too much time in here. I need a space. I need to travel. That's why you become train driver. You are allowed to travel for free. Somebody's actually paying you for that, you know. So it is interesting concept. Ooh, as always, I actually overshot. Ooh, I overshot by much. Yikes. Thankfully, it's not the loco that needs to stop. It's entire consist. So we are perfectly fine. Right, we need to get onto this track. And now we need to go on this track. Go on this track. Oh, okay, so we need to set those parallel to the previous one. Let's just double check all the switches, because we don't want to find ourselves moving in a collision course with something else. Okay, that looks good. Right, so reverser forward, brakes released, and throttle to notch 2. Let's sound a horn, and we are moving. Well, it's not that we can see much, so we need to rely on our skills and fate to eventually reach our destination. Let's change the camera to a little bit better one for this scenario. Unfortunately, there are no lights at the end of the train, so if there is anyone on the track, we will just squash him. And unfortunately, we won't even feel that we did that until we cross that below the bug that will be created by it. So that's the dangers of the yards. If the train driver is actually operating a train, then obviously he has very limited vision, especially when he's reversing his train. That's why normally there would be someone overlooking the yard. There is like a, it's not called train director, I can't remember. How is it called? Dispatcher, I think. Who should be overlooking entire yard. Obviously, there are other crews somewhere around. There are people moving around the yard, and they should definitely be looking what's happening behind the train. You can always have someone with the radio at the last wagon, one of your co-engineers, to actually look at things for you. Because obviously you don't want to crash into something. Ooh, we are moving a little bit too fast. Let me just control my speed. I really need to learn the button for actual independent brake. I always keep forgetting this one. Right, I can in fact apply independent brake and I should be perfectly fine. Yeah, I'll be perfectly fine. The train is not slowing as rapidly as it could. Oh, go via location. Oh my goodness. No. Bell off. Okay. So I am just passing through this location. Let's see. Yep. It will let me through this location. Okay. So basically I need to place this consist pretty much where the previous one was. Okay, that changes a lot. And yeah, we've already spent like good 30 minutes in this scenario. And it looks like we are going to spend another 10 at least to put this consist right where it's supposed to go. We still got 650 yards to go, and we are just passing through that location. Let's let it coast for now. We are rolling downhill, so the train will pick up some speed. Where is that? Oh, no. I need to find out which button was for brakes. No, that was alerter. Starter. No. Oh my goodness me. I hope I didn't turn my loco off. Did I? I didn't turn it off, did I? Oh my goodness me. Right, let's slow down anyway. I need to figure out what was the button for independent brake. I always keep forgetting that. Objective completed. Couple to formation, 30 vehicles. Right, where is that formation? Okay. So it's all set. Oh, yeah, I stopped. So perhaps I could apply some throttle. That's the thing about those scenarios. You are never sure if junctions are set for you. The game just tells you, yeah, go via that location, everything should be fine and dandy, and it's not. Because eventually you end up being in some stupid spot. Anyway, we need to go far away to connect to this consist. That's interesting. We are now slowly pushing this this consist back there. It will take us a while before we reach that destination. So let me just see if I can... No, T was this button. Okay. I can't remember which button was... Oh no, that was... Wait, is this cross? Throttle idle. Yeah. No, that's startup. Crossing closed. Okay. So that is opening crossing between two locomotives for some reason. Oh, wipers are on V. Fantastic. Bell on. Oh, no. I'm trying to figure out automatic brake release. Okay. Independent brake release. Oh, independent brake. Okay. I found my brakes, which is good. Let's add throttle 2 so we can finally move on. My apologies for that slight inconvenience, but well, I'm still trying to learn, and I'm trying to be able to actually use external camera a little bit more. But for that I need to be able to control my locomotive, and I keep forgetting all those controls because there's quite a lot of things, as you can see. As I was testing the various different buttons, I did quite a few things in my locomotive which I didn't intend to. But well, that's the price of making videos a little bit more dynamic. And some failures are not bad. So it's like, I'm not perfectionist in terms of this game. Like, it's realistic to the point where it has to be, but it's still a very arcadey game. I'm not gonna lie. So it's hard to focus on it. For example, like light signaling system is very simplified. Normally you would pass like messages for the driver between driver and dispatcher. Some of the messages related to various different speed limits at various different parts of the track are passed through the signals, in fact. So the signals are giving you the speed limits, which is barely visible in this game. You got very simplified signals, hence why it's really hard to pass any information through that. There's also many other things that you will have to look at to set your proper speed, and it's really easy to miss a signal or speed limit sign in this game, especially. I'm not sure if that's the case for other games, but sometimes I'm really struggling to turn off the hood and eventually like play the game in the most hardcore mode. I tried that in the past and it never worked. I always kept missing speed limit signs and any other information that will tell me what's the next speed limit, because that should be part of actual like a sign system. So whenever the game tells you, yeah, the next speed limit is 60 miles per hour in 1.4 miles, you should actually go past a sign or something that tells you that, because that's what you do on the railway, because the game and reality recognizes at some point that you can't slow down this let's say 3,000 ton consist in just a second. You need some time to build up the brake force and eventually slow it down to desired speed. So it doesn't happen at an instant, and you have to be prepared. You have to know that, yep, you are expecting next sign to show you a different speed limit. You expect that next sign will appear within like a 3 miles, and then you can slowly and gradually reduce or increase your speed to eventually correctly answer to such signal. Obviously you can't do that if you can't see the signs. So at least on Sandpatch Grade I didn't notice any sort of signage or information that I could read in order to eventually learn how to operate those trains without using all those helpers that are on my screen. Because, well, the main idea of playing simulators is to learn, is to master those trains and find out how to beat those scenarios without all those helpers. Because that's where the fun is. And unfortunately, I just can't find any reasonable way to read those signage and actually be able to operate those locomotives as they should be. Anyway, it's part of the learning process, so right now I feel a little bit lost in some places, but hopefully within a time when I will be playing a little bit more of those sim games, I will find my ways of doing things, and I will find a proper ways of doing things in the first place, which would be fun, I'd say. That is really fun to play, especially when you can play it proper way. Unfortunately, I'm not playing it proper way. Anyway, we are getting close to our destination. It's just 450 yards away. We are building our speed, which might not be the safest way. In fact, I could eventually add some independent brake, because I feel like I could slow down a bit. Yeah. Yeah. I just need to slow down. Ooh. Okay. 5 miles per hour. That's a bit on a fast side. The game is just joking at me. Right. Let's apply independent brake. Okay, so it looks like the same bug appears on this side. So I need to get out of my sweet and warm cabin, and I need to go all the way back to the last wagon and unlock the coupler. Otherwise, I won't be able to couple those two consoles. I really hate when developers don't actually check their scenarios, because I don't believe there was any sort of quality attainment to any of those scenarios. They just checked if things are in the right places, if triggers are in the right places, and okay, the game should work fine. No, it isn't, and that's what happens. Right, let's unlock both couplers and hopefully they will be working. Oh dear, and you can't even teleport to your locomotive. You have to run all that distance in order to get things sorted. Right, so now I need to quickly build my speed with this awfully long consist of 13 wagons and connect to the 30 vehicle consist that is standing somewhere behind me. Oh my goodness me. Right, and I'm all wet right now. Right, let's climb up the stairs. Hopefully I won't slip. Oh, there we go. Right, oh dear. Let's release the brakes. And let's push those consists together. Well, we are surely not building enough speed. But we made it. Okay. Let's put independent brake on. Objective completed. Uncouple 43 vehicles. Good. Right, so let's get up. Let's jump out of the locomotive and let's uncouple these bad boys. Wait for a moment. Let's close the door. I will definitely have to go back to... Oh yeah, go via location, Cumberland West Bypass Track. Let's quickly check if I'm on the right one. Yep, I need to go there. And I've been there before. Obviously something is not correctly set already. Because why not? Okay, that seems to be set properly. So let's Release the brakes. Notch 2. Horn fell off. And now we are moving. Right, it should go much faster than before, but hopefully all we have to do is to just stop at the final location. If not, we might have to grab another consist and plug it into this entire set, which I'm hoping will be bug free from now on. No, I doubt. If the scenario is built by a single person. Oh no, wrong button. Oh dear. Right, so I lost some of the bonus for traveling at the right speed, because obviously I went up to 60 miles per hour. It's not a big deal, we should still finish this scenario with a good score. But yeah, eventually I messed up my controls. That's what I get for trying to control the locomotive from external camera. Yay! Right, now it's the boring part where we have to travel all that way in that rain at 14 miles per hour. Because, well, that's how the game is designed. You have to travel 2 miles or 1 mile with a terribly low speed. Let's set throttle to 1. We should be slowly building our speed. Okay, throttle to idle. The train should keep its speed right now. We are sliding, well, we are going downhill after all. Is it? Oh no, I think we are going uphill right now. But the speed is not dropping that gradually, so it's perfectly fine. 0.6 miles, and we still got some way to go. It is gonna be a long, long way. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, so this scenario already took us quite a while. It took us far beyond 40 minutes, and we still have to travel somewhere. Obviously, there were a few bumps that were coming from me, because obviously I messed up some controls, so I always keep forgetting them. But other than that, it shouldn't slow us that significantly, and it still takes us a long time to complete. That's another of those scenarios where things are a little bit too far away from each other, and in order to actually complete it within a time limit, you would have to break all the speed limits, and that's not exactly the most advised way of completing those scenarios. Right, we are getting close to our destination though. I can already see the junctions. We are actually going through the junctions. 580 yards away from our first goal. Oh, let's give it a touch on the brakes. Hopefully I've set all the junctions correctly. You can double check those junctions 6 times in a row, and you're still gonna miss one of them. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Nah, I think I've set them correctly, which is good. Yep, that looks good. Oh, that's nighttime is really nice in this game, I have to admit that. Obviously the visibility is poor, and that reduces like visibility of the scenery, but it looks really nice to operate a train in like dark and do all those operations where the visibility is actually reduced. Right, 150 yards, and then we will find out where we have to go. Thankfully we are moving very slow. The train is not picking up any speed, which is good. I need to be ready to turn on the map and see where I have to go. Because now we will have to set our switches. So, okay, objective completed. So we need to go through here. Again, this is not set. This one is now set. We need to go via that location. Okay. Everything is set now. So we should be okay with our route. Are we? Well, that's the moment of truth. Okay, we had some loading action here. And hopefully looking junction for a while, but it got fixed. The game fixed it before we actually entered that junction. Perfect. Right. We still got a little bit of way to go. We can set our speed to notch 1 right now. It will take a while before the speed will actually build up, because we are traveling uphill. It's gonna take a while. It is going to take a while. I think we are about to take another consist and build it up to that hole that we've just been working on. So probably that's another long route that we need to travel in order to get to build that massive consist. That would sound actually logical because, well, it had only 43 wagons. There are no reasons why we wouldn't work on the rest of them, isn't it? Yeah, stop at location as indicated. So I believe we will have another consist to plug into that massive train that is back there. Oh dear, that's another mile of traveling with probably like 10 or 12 wagons. Yay, that's exciting now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's the work on the yard, I guess. Things are taking much longer than you would expect them to. But yeah, definitely this mission should have been a bit better designed. We spent nearly an hour already. Yeah, I think we just spent nearly an hour trying to do some basic operations, and it doesn't look like this scenario is about to end. Unless I will be surprised, and when we stop, the scenario will just end, which would be actually nice. Right, let's quickly look if we are about to stop at the right location. It appears that we do. So we can now let it coast. 200 yards is not that bad and it's not that far away. So we should be okay. Alright, alright. We are getting there, boys. The train is slowing down on its own because we are traveling uphill. So we should be alright. With just a bit of brakes, we will be perfectly fine. And we are there. 50% of independent brake. There we are. Objective completed. And that's the mission done. Right. Did we get... Yes, we did get gold medal. So that's good. We managed to get few bumps over the speed limit. Nothing major. But definitely I need to be more careful when traveling my trains. We lost some points on that, on those few bumps, but it's nothing that will prevent us from successfully finishing this mission. And we eventually got the gold medal. So, that was the last mission of our chapter 1 of our journey along Sound Patch Grade. I hope you enjoyed it. The mission, well, had pretty nice scenery. It was nighttime, raining, So pretty much the worst condition you can get, apart from snowing, I guess. But we managed to successfully complete our tasks. It took us 55 minutes and 2 seconds. So as I expected, this episode will be a little, well, just a bit over an hour long. Right, so in next episode, we will try to enter chapter 2. I'm not sure if I will show you the introduction. I will definitely record it, but if, well, does it have enough content to show up in separate episodes or not, is something I will decide after I see it myself, because I've never seen that. It's pretty much first walkthrough, so I've never played any of those scenarios before. I'm playing them one by one as they go. I'm just following the markers, following the guides that mission is giving me as it goes. So if something goes wrong, you will probably see that. And basically that's it. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.